Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to my film and TV channel. We have an Amazon Prime film today, which has caused a little bit of interest, a lot of reviews out there, so it's good to get other people's opinions of this. Of course, we're going to have a look at the Eddie Murphy one, aren't we, today? We're going to have a look at Coming to America with the number 2, as opposed to Coming to America 2, which I've seen posters for as well. So we're going to have a look at that today. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button. I'll try and inform and perhaps entertain in a little way if I can. And please, if you do like what you see, push that notification button as well. And please tell your friends if they like movies, TV dramas, information vlogs, all about film and TV. Just check the playlist. There's loads of stuff out there, and you will notice some football stuff as well. I do have a little bit of a combined channel. My other love, of course, football and Manchester City. If you're no interest in that, don't worry, there's loads of film and TV stuff. But if you know anyone who might be interested, or you're interested yourself, please check out all my cities and channel stuff on Manchester City, past and present, information vlogs, quizzes, lots of different things on Manchester City, like the film and TV channel, lots of different things I do on it. So please check that out. Please, if you follow me on follow or friend me on Facebook and Twitter, do check every 3 or 4 days and try and follow friend everyone back on there. Well, I do follow and friend everyone back on there. I don't try. So please, I post loads of stuff on there as well. And of course, any comments are welcome about this film, or just films in general, TV in general, whatever it is. Please leave your comments. If you don't have time at the moment to leave a comment, just give us a thumbs up. It's nice to get views and stuff, but it's lovely to get thumbs up as well. Right, Coming to America. Yeah, 1 hour and 49 minutes. I think the class in this is a PG-13 in the US. Yeah, I can't see anything worse than a PG if it was a UK rating, to be honest with you. And it's, of course, a comedy film that serves as a sequel to the original 1988. God, I feel old, 1988. Even before the Happy Video shop there, it shows how old this one is. So, what, 33 years as I'm recording this. Over 33 years. I think it was June 88, so yeah, it'll be 33 years in June, so just under 33 years as I'm recording this in March 2021. Film is directed by Craig Brewer, from a screenplay by Kenya Barris, Barry Blaustein and David Sheffield, and it's based of course on the characters created by Murphy back in the day. And it's the second instalment. I believe they do plan a third instalment, but I think Eddie Murphy's implied he'll be about 75 when he puts that one out, so that'll be interesting to see. Hopefully I'll be around then to watch that. Of course, it stars Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, Jermaine Fowler, Leslie Jones, Tracy Morgan, Kiki Lane, Shari Headley, Tiana Taylor, Wesley Snipes, and of course James Earl Jones, who's, I think his little appearances were filmed independently and then CGI'd in with the rest of the film. So, but it was great to see James Earl Jones in this feature as well. Yeah, originally it was Paramount Pictures thing. It was a Paramount Pictures theatrical release plan, but obviously because of problems with the COVID-19, they actually sold the rights to Amazon Studios, so obviously it's their name that goes on it now, and it's released on Amazon Prime on the 4th of March 2021, hence a lot of people have seen it, a lot of negativity, a lot of positivity, a lot of mix, so it's a bit of everything. We can't really go on to talk about this, just a brief word on the original back in June 88. Of course, this was centred around an extremely pampered African prince who travels to Queens, New York, and goes undercover to find a wife that he can respect for her intelligence and strong will. So interesting, it's a good film. I mean, I may go back and watch that. Obviously, as I was watching Amazon Prime, it did give me the chance to watch that again, but obviously I may do it at some stage, but I just sort of watched this one for now. Directed by John Landis, of course, the original, absolutely fantastic. It did actually receive lower critical ratings on Metacritic, the site we look at, than the sequel did. It only got 47 out of 100, but yes, definitely the public didn't agree. Whether they agree with this one, we don't know yet, do we? Yeah, but you might, I don't know if you've read up on it. Yeah, but the public didn't agree. They give it an overall 7.1 out of 10 based on over 178,000 reviews, so that was quite positive. So before I give you my view on that first one as well, which I will do briefly, the plot for this one. The African monarch Akeem learns he is a long-lost son in the United States and must return to America to meet this unexpected heir and build a relationship with his son. Of course he does. So not the greatest story, but there you go. Trailer, I watched the trailer. Yeah, it was quite a brief one on Amazon. It wasn't much, about 30 seconds, I think. They may have done a longer one, but the one I saw. But Yeah, it's fairly short, although the film isn't. The film is not as short as a trailer, obviously. Well, obviously, if you sort of compare the two, if you like, it's a little bit long compared to what we get on the trailer. But I'll give the trailer a 6 out of 10. It was okay. It's not okay. It was sort of give you a clue as to what was coming, didn't it? Is it any good? What's it getting? What sort of critique is it getting? Well, Rotten Tomatoes, as I said, it is actually a little bit better on the critics. On Rotten Tomatoes, it's 52%, which is okay, just over halfway. That's based on 159 critics' reviews, an average rating of 5.5 out of 10. And that's 83 fresh and 76 rotten. So more or less split down the middle. So not a total disaster, obviously. And the website's critics' consensus isn't overly positive. It reads, decades after its predecessor jokes about the fine line between love and nausea, Coming to America reminds audiences that there's an equally fine line between sequel and retread. Audience, yep, Rotten Tomatoes audience, yeah, not great again, similar, 51%, so about halfway again. On Metacritic, as I say, the other critic site we look at, the film has a weighted average score of 52 out of 100, so a bit of consistency here, aren't we? That's based on 42 critics. That's 14 positive, 25 mixed, and 3 negative. So not too bad. I mean, 3 negative isn't bad, is it? You've got 39 mixed and positive. That's okay. The Guardian's Peter Bradshaw, he didn't like it very much. He gave it 4 out of 10 and said, the movie is as tired and middle-aged as Akeem himself. Murphy is oddly waxy and stately and has no authority figures he can really play off. Yeah, I would not disagree with that. Empire gave it 6 out of 10. If it's missing the charm and Murphy's magnetism from the first film, Coming to America delivers a broad, serviceable return to Zamunda. Yeah, okay, not much I can disagree with there. But Entertainment Weekly's Kristen Baldwin liked it, 7.5 out of 10, so that's not bad. Coming to America is cute and fun, a lovingly made exercise in nostalgia that delivers several genuine laughs. Okay, even if it never achieves the comedic excellence of its predecessor. The Metacritic users, the users who go onto that site and post their scores, 4.4 out of 10. Not fantastic. Right, on to Internet Movie Database. Don't forget the original got 7.1 out of 10. 16,162 reviews as I'm recording this. Internet Movie Database, yeah, just fell a little bit under the magical 6 out of 10 watchable rating, 5.6 out of 10, so just below. Some of the positives, some of the negatives first. Should have left it in the 80s, said someone. Someone else said very disappointed. Someone else, really not the movie we've been hoping for. I'm not sure what movie anyone was hoping for. I think more or less most of us would assume it was going to be pretty much what we got, to be honest with you. Someone else wrote not good. And the middles, the nose, had a hum. That's okay. And someone write just okay. So there you go. But the positives, the fours rather than the against, a funny good time. Okay, welcome back Zamunda. Someone else wrote a cute return to the OG, and someone else finally, people are being way too harsh, and that's way W-A-Y-Y-Y-Y-Y, way too harsh here. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I can probably echo most of those sentiments, good and bad, and in between, to be honest with you. Yeah, my little thoughts. I do think it tries a little too hard. And I'm not overly sure what appeal it will have to the audience of today. I mean, I'm not the audience of today. I've watched a lot of movies, and I was around for the first one, obviously well around for the first one. So I'm struggling to know whether it'll appeal to the chuckle muscles and the humour of the guys, especially with Eddie Murphy's perhaps not prolific presence on screen at the moment. So I think it will have mixed a funny appeal to a new audience. As far as the original audience, I think it'll be very mixed. I think it's obvious from some of those quotes there. Some will think it's an absolute disgrace compared to the first. And some will think, oh, it's nice to see the characters, which it is, and see how they've moved on, because most of the characters obviously reappear in this one, which is fantastic. Always good. I mean, I'd rather that than just putting some characters who have nothing to do with it or are brand new. The original, yes, I wasn't blown away by the original. I wouldn't probably give it 7.1 at the time. I would probably give it between a 6 and a 7, to be honest with you. I wasn't particularly blown away with that. I thought there was a lot of... I did like Eddie Murphy at the time, but I thought there was a lot better. And at that stage, I thought his roles and the storylines were coming all a little bit samey and similar, and perhaps I didn't enjoy it as much as a lot of people did. I mean, this one's light enough. It also allows you perhaps to do things while you're watching. You know, I could do a little bit of script writing or different things, or checking things, etc. while I was watching it. So, but I did enjoy the sort of musical. There's a lot of musical interludes in this, which is nice. I like the glitz and the actual that, and obviously the characters appeal to me. So, but it does fall into that trap of just being a bit too long. It's about an hour, say an hour and 49 minutes. Take off of 5 minutes for credits, and it is just 2 minutes too long. It's 20-30 minutes over the top, in my opinion. They could have easily, again, we'll talk about the budget in a minute. I think because you've got a sort of bigger budget, as though you have to put more on screen, but more is you know, less is more sometimes with these sort of films. Eddie Murphy himself is just far too serious in this for me. He's not funny enough. I mean, he's nice in a couple of things, but he's just very po-faced, and I don't think that helps much. I do like the old Eddie Murphy, you know, but he's just too po-faced in this for me, unfortunately. Did I laugh? Not particularly, no. Did I smile? Yeah, possibly 3 or 4 times. I sort of smiled at perhaps the scenery rather than anything that was said or anything that was shown. It's not a total disaster. And as I said, but what appeal it will have to the current generation of moviegoers and movie watchers, I'm not too sure. To me, it's just okay. It's just another one of those nondescript, glossy movies. But yeah, as I said, the budget, $60 million. I mean, I perhaps expected a little bit more, but you can see where the $60 million has gone, that's for sure. But yeah, did I want a better story? Probably, but were we ever going to get a better sort of storyline? I don't think so. I think it stuck pretty much to the format of the original, and some people will love it for that, and some people won't, and some people will be like me, bit sat on the fence about it. I mean, this for me is a very definition of a background streaming movie that, you know, on a weekday where you're doing other things and you have it on in the background. I did glance up from time to time when I heard something that appealed to me, or I enjoyed some of the glitz and glamour on the scenes, etc. But I found the comedy elements a bit forced, a bit hard going, and obviously we've seen it all before. If you look at the old Eddie Murphy films, and obviously the barbershop scenes, again, we've been there, done it, haven't we? So unless it appeals to a new generation, then we have a little bit long in the tooth now for that sort of thing. But it was okay, nothing wrong with it. So my rating, yeah, I'm not going to give it a watch by 6 out of 10. I don't think it deserves that particularly, not for the money spent. I do think it was okay. As I said, it's light entertainment. I'm going to give it my score that's not a total disaster, but I just thought, you know, for me personally, not as perhaps as gripping as, well, not gripping, certainly not as interesting as I would have hoped. Or it was fun watching the old characters come back, I must say that. And that, for me, a lot of films are like that. If the characters are good, then I do quite like them. So I'm going to give it my 5 point... I'm waffling on answer. I'm going to give it my 5.5 out of 10, which is... I won't put anyone off watching this, but you will either be disappointed, love it, or be a bit in between like me. So I'll give it 5.5 out of 10. Yeah, there's a couple of posters I've seen. I mean, there's one main poster you've seen there. It's a very busy poster, all the stuff. But I think that's a great poster for people who obviously like Eddie Murphy and all the characters in the film and in the original, plus some new ones as well, obviously. But yeah, I like it. I think the poster's great. I mean, I wouldn't say... I always judge whether I'd say to you whether I've it on my wall in the background. I certainly wouldn't be averse to having it on my wall in the background. So I'll give the poster a nice 6 out of 10. So in my opinion, the posters are just a little bit better than the film today in the little poster versus the movie battle, which we do from time to time and other things, but we do this on our modern ones as well. So the poster, 6 out of 10. And the rating for the movie, 5.5 out of 10. Anyway, let me know what you think about Coming to America with Eddie Murphy. And as I say, it will split opinion. And as you can see by the stuff I've read out there, it has split opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to do the rest of it. Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other till we meet here again on the Film and TV channel, or perhaps you flit across to my Citizen channel. All I ever ask is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.